I wish there was a...
Okey, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, perlawanan ketiga perlawanan penentuan siapakah bakal maju ke stage yang seterusnya dan siapakah yang bakal ikut dalam kolom bracket sama-sama kita saksikan perlawanan antara
execution for the side of
CFU
CFU is
menentang ONIC
slightly
Indonesia.
easier, and I'm going to lean more into their composition.
Nice. I'm gonna just...
Nak dibandingkan
Alright. I don't want to be opposite again.
Tak tahulah, tengoklah sekejap lagi.
Million
Besok.
plus watching right
Sekejap lagi.
now.
Besok
Thank
lah,
you.
sekejap
Let
lagi.
us witness together who will be facing Team Liquid in this Group A at the 1-0 bracket. Will it be
Memang
ONIC?
kira
Will it be
tebal-tebal
CFU? Will it be
Adalah
Indonesia?
caturan
Or will
ni,
it be
guys.
Cambodia?
Thanks very much for bringing that sentiment into our upcoming game as we head on over into the land of Dawn. To the millions of viewers out there, welcome. This is match point currently for both of our squads. It is CFU on the blue side facing off against ONIC Indonesia on the red
Bukan season
side.
problem,
Once
maksud
again,
kau IOI
both teams
problem ah.
refuse to switch sides. There are no traders, only
Device apa yang diorang guna,
warriors
wah?
as they battle it out on
Honor.
first. Starting off with the purple buff, no surprises there.
CFU asal dari
But
mana?
I
Asal
really
boleh
wish
ke, Pak?
that, you know, the Bruno was switched out for a Beatrix. There's just so
Kemboja.
many ways to get value out of the Beatrix. The raw burst damage, there's not a lot of sustain from the side of ONIC Indonesia.
Awak
And
blue
even
lah,
then,
blue?
most
Eh,
of
asal
them
blue
are
lah?
running with the flickers anyways.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Beatrix just doesn't seem to be popping up much, you know, in general, especially back in the professional league.
Ni Louis skin baru, guys,
Up here on
Skin
the
create.
road to MSC, it just didn't seem to be one of those picks that people like to
Orang
go
letter, tak tahu.
for. The Bruno, though, on the other hand, I guess in a
Kalau
way
Louis
too, it
padu
kind of
je
gives
ke?
you a little bit of a. Oh, hold on, already gonna jump in.
Loki boy menerima damage agak banyak kat sini.
Is there to keep things safe. So you go ahead and just disengage from that, but still, I think the Bruno is just more of the lines of, you know, you get a little bit of damage earlier on with the 2 items, still maybe the 3 that he needs, but I think, yeah, you need that later on, that Malefic gun.
Tapi season tu buka lagi tak,
in
weh?
comparison to
Aku kerja
the Granger
cyber, Pak,
specifically, who
kat
has so much
NTT.
more range.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
cyber?
they want their late
NTT
game
kedai
skill,
apa tu?
yeah. I think that's the most important thing for them. With the crit build, it's just, the damage is through the
Baru nak
roof.
beli rotor.
And they got to be careful, right? Because again, all these rotations are being read very well from both sides. They know they're going to be on the bottom side of the map. They want to unlock this Hilda. But even so, Wadu, it's a pretty dead lane for the most part. Lupti isn't able to manipulate the waves without the help of his team. And that's why Keyboy is here, right? If anything gets a little fishy, he can kind of neutralize the effect.
Yeah, that's what the Badang does so well. Goes ahead and messes with some of the tempo, and that's what Boxy really wants to do earlier on this Kalea. But the first turtle of the game is going to be up, so it's CFU getting in position. We see this time and time again, especially with the Fredrin, but they'll go ahead and check things out with the Mountain Chakra, and they're just forced off. They just walk on up, force CFU back.
Turtle pertama mudah dapat oleh Kairi.
Still, Wadu now on the backside, looking for the first blood. They take a ton
Boxy
of
flicker
damage.
masih lagi hidup.
Double flickers on out.
Tiada
here
yang
from
tertumbang.
CFU. Still, Kairi, one shot won't land it on OP.
Okay, first bloods haven't been
NTT dah
achieved.
atas center.
But I don't know if anybody realized that, but Sans
okay,
did
wah.
a very interesting move, and I think it messed with the minds of CFU, which is why they gave up so much space. And by the time they
Kurang
realized where
badan
Sans
lah. Tu
actually
je lah.
was,
Lupi
they
buat
couldn't
Ona je
take
ni.
back the territory anymore. Looking at the emblem build so far, everything seems to be up to snuff. Nothing too
Kalau lead,
ordinary. We do have common emblems.
aku rasa lebih ke arah CFU lah. Bruno lead ni guys.
Emblems, and not even
Pecah balau.
assassin emblems of his own. He's not looking to try and win the lane. He's trying to not only
Kau
survive, but make sure that he
boleh
has
cancel
enough
ulti
mana to
kali
stay
ke?
relevant.
Boleh
Master
kalau
Assassin's always
payung dia
going to
dalam
be a good
badan.
time, especially if we see Severa make a mistake. In terms of everything else, the only thing is
Fucking
lethal ignition coming
Sponsor
in from
besar
Sans,
ada Honor
who's
lah,
not
guys.
going for impure rage. He wants to hurt.
Yeah, I guess you want to do that, especially with Aloy Yi, who dealt with some of the adjustments that she's gone through. But it was well deserved. You know, Louis Yi and the chip for a while were on the top of some of the decisions, especially when it came to the macro play. But Wadu,
Op,
I'm sure he's
Hilda.
going to be able to survive this. Mount Chakra going to be used too. That's a whole lot of
Berjaya
damage.
tu first blood
to
dapat
go
oleh
on
Khairul
through as
Amin.
Kyrie
Hey,
can
what's
pick up
up
the first blood.
guys?
Really good punish here. Really good punish from the side of ONIC Indonesia.
Ishang kalau awak
I mean,
5 CFU.
understood that Wadu isn't
Ishang
looking to
kalau-
try and shove out this wave super fast. And now that
Nah,
he's
pula.
got that assist, he's got the lead, and more importantly, he's got the tempo. He can now start influencing the side lanes and rotating off first. Now notice, we do see that Boxy is coming down to try
tapi kan,
and push him out
EXP
of
untuk
the way,
Hilda ni
allowing
untuk late game
Wadu
tak
to
tahu
walk back
efektif
into
ke tak
the lane
efektif.
safely, but he-
Oh,
no,
Zing
he's not
going
dead.
for the fight.
Oh,
no! He hit the minion!
Oh, cobaan solo kill.
But he hit the minion!
Terlampau maksa.
Oh,
Dia tak ada vision tu nak hit Granger tadi dalam bush sumpah.
And Severo, the best part, Severo didn't have any energy at all. He didn't have any energy to Rhapsody. He didn't have any energy to throw out another Death Sonata. He just was auto-attacking until the very end.
Macam bosan wah.
Right now,
Adalah
second turtle
cepuran
game
dia.
gonna go up. ONIC getting pushed out of this one.
Kick
Tsunami
off.
Slam to bring him into the turtle pit.
Ke atas
They're
Lupi,
gonna go for the
Lupi
fight.
masih
Vengeance
hidup.
already popped too, but Sands will be able to pick up Wadu. A
Double
for
kill dapat oleh
Sands
San,
already,
Turtle.
forcing
Bila
him
dapat
off.
oleh Cairo
And
Aming.
gets the turtle on top of it all. So ONIC will come out swinging for that objective.
And now
Wah,
the
ini bau
snowball
kuat
starts
ONIC
to
menang ni, guys.
begin. The smaller mistakes coming in from CFU game and getting
Dia dapat
punished
pegang game
hard
ni.
by ONIC Indonesia as they crack
Dengan
open the
goal
most valuable
overconfident tadi kan.
structure in the game, mid-tier
Makin
1.
dominan lah.
With that,
ONIC mid
we're
dah
starting
pecah.
to see what CFU did to ONIC
Awal sangat ni
game
pecah
number
ni.
2, but on the opposite side,
Resource
ONIC
jungle
has
kena
the
curi,
timings,
bawah
they got the
dapat, mid
tempo,
dapat,
and Lutfi is in a phenomenal
Kalah
position
balik
right
ke?
now.
Kalah
Flowing
tidur.
right now, man. I mean, a lot
Sambung
of
lusa.
you said
Group
this
E.
because that's typical too. When the CC gets a lead, even if it's a, let's say you're getting assists, but you have that lane advantage, even built up. I think War Axe was the first item that Lupi went with. You kind of give yourself that positioning, especially around the objectives. I can just jump on in, use my current call, my vengeance, do what I need to do, and then the team will go ahead and clean up after that. And so Lupi's in a really good position to go ahead and provide that for the team. Meanwhile, too, if he's the target that gets Tsunami slammed, it's not that big of a deal for ONIC.
Yeah, and as long as he has that vengeance, right? Anybody with like quote-unquote
Yeah.
burst damage,
Conceal
or
daripada
consistent damage really starts to suffer.
Boxy
Kick
gonna
off.
go in once again. Pure
Free fight digunakan oleh Sans.
So Sans is okay, but saying, look at this. This is the
Ultimate
battle
daripada San untuk melarikan
of
diri.
the range that ONIC has right now. Oh, Severo so close to getting another one with the Death Sonata. Keyboy now.
Oh, flicker daripada Keyboy tidak terkena. Nampaknya Boxy bisa ditumbangkan.
Kyrie will go on in. Sans is there now
San
as well.
poking
No, he has to go
Fredrik.
back to
Wah,
base,
Fredrik tak
but
hidup
Severo
pula.
will pick up Detective. 2 kills for ONIC.
Ooh, boy, this game is getting real spicy, and ONIC Indonesia are making sure that they are running away with this. A 4.6k lead 6 minutes into the game, and they want to take a tier 2 alongside of it. If they do get it, they will turn this into a 5k lead.
Bruno tak jadi ni guys. Laning tadi kalah. Hai Lupi.
Lots of vengeance won't be enough.
Teleportation.
And they go
Melarikan
ahead
diri
and
ke
get
arah
on out
turtle.
with the diversion. The turret, tier 2, still going to be able to stand though with about a little bit of health left. But this next turtle is ONIC for the taking. That's going to be
Turtle, perfect turtle untuk ONIC. 4000 gold lead dia pegang oleh ONIC.
I mean, Sans, despite most mid laners not wanting to play Loyi because of the new changes to
Free
that diversion, that
versus
it
Shipren.
reveals the starting position but doesn't show your ending position. It
Pas
gives
suruh
too much
referee
info.
pause game
So
nak
now
maghrib ni.
he's using
Ayo.
it as a mind
Sana
game,
belum
if
maghrib
not a
ni guys.
disengaged tool. So what if you can see us?
Beza
As
5
long
jam.
as the channel completes,
Yep.
my whole team can get on out
Dia
of
baru
there.
asar.
And the 2 other times that we've seen him use it, he does it in front of his
Sekarang
opponents to keep
Hilda
them
tu
on
tak
their
persiap
toes,
match ni.
to force them to double check the bushes that they
Kacau
had already
ke belakang.
cleared up earlier just in case.
Dia berapa game
That's why
untuk
it's
group
the
stage ni bah?
perfect
Ada berapa
name for
game?
an ultimate, man. It's literally a diversion, you know, and
Dua je.
when Lui Yi is on play,
Stage
you
berapa?
really
Eh,
have to
bukan
stay
dua.
on your toes. You really have to be able to lock in.
Tak lah, tengok sekejap lagi.
You know how to play against this. So
Hai,
right now,
San,
Sans
San,
will take a shot.
San,
Also
gunakan
in the lane,
purify.
Walu in trouble. Kyrie's
Waduh,
gonna
bila
pick up
ditumbangkan,
the double
Savero dikejar
by
oleh
Severo.
Boxy.
Gets enough movement.
Ui, nasib baik
He will
gila.
survive Anyway, so again, ONIC will be able to find 2 against CFU.
And that is an econ diff.
Cairo Aming
That
dah
is a
siap BOD.
huge econ diff. 5K
Perbezaan
now
jungle,
turning into a
3 level.
6K lead. Honestly, if ONIC didn't have that 5K, Boxy probably would have been able to pick up Severo anyways. Wadu probably would have still died regardless, but even so, it's a very worth it trade for EXP and as well as gold. In this case though, ONIC currently 6 kills up on CFU Gaming, and they're now just waiting for the neutral objective. They're walking into enemy territory to deny as much econ as possible while still making sure that Kyrie has a very efficient path. 3-level lead, might I add, against Detective.
It's the same thing that I was saying, you know, that we mentioned from the previous game.
Macam kena ni.
And even with that
Ayo.
diversion, they're going to go in
Hai,
for it.
baik. Dapatkan 2. Nampaknya tiada lagi frontliner. Untuk CFU Gaming, Sing pula dikepung kat sini. Adakah dia akan execute ataupun hit minion memang mati lah guys. Berjaya ditumbangkan dengan mudah. Free loot untuk ONIC Indonesia sekarang ini.
Committing his retribution, knowing that once he dies, then he has nothing to worry about. There's no way that Detective is going to walk up and try and steal this from me. Not with my entire team covering the entire map, making sure that this filter net doesn't allow CFU Gaming to take space.
Oh, the next target here is see if they can get some more resources before this push in with that.
Kenapa MM pakai kasut room?
Right now they're staring down.
Saya tak ada ilmu tu guys. Nanti saya share salah pula kan. Elok kau tanya orang yang sahih.
You know, Keyboy's got the flicker available. If they want to force a fight,
Boxy down.
A loopy will go in to clean up after the Destinadas all land from Severo. But now looking for more, still with a numbers advantage. ONIC ready to possibly push into the space fully here as Kyrie walks in with the Lord.
Dia tersak main langgar je.
They are in the driver's seat. They have momentum on their
side. Lawa agak ultimate Louis ni kan.
Oh, Keyboy jumps on in.
Keyboy masuk. Keyboy down ditumbangkan oleh Bruno. Bruno ditumbangkan oleh Severo. Kick off racing. Lupi down.
The base could be locked on, but Wadu is going to be the next target.
Ui, baik dulu Suns. Stoppable untuk Khairul Aming.
Oh my god.
But they still have minion waves pushing on in.
Enda ni aku rasa ni. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, ONIC Indonesia bakal marah ke pentas terusnya guys.
If they wanted to finish it, they could have, but instead they're like, no. We're buffing up the KDs real quick. We gotta show.
Maknanya untuk loser dekat upper bracket semi-final ni, group stage dia akan jumpa tim Liquid guys, ONIC.
Excuse me, for CFU in this series turned into a nightmare.
Congratulations guys, nice try untuk CFU Gaming. Sama-sama lah kita saksikan game seterusnya sebentar saja lagi guys. Jangan lupa like, comment, share bagi pendapat korang pasal game kali ni, dan yang paling penting jangan lupa subscribe guys.
But you have to change what's already been read by